I want to start with the Brexit vote and the Brexit deal, if you will, and the chaos that is ensuing right now. You said in January that the Brexit was like Dunkirk, but without the boats. How do you feel after watching it all night on your television here?
Well, a lot of boats are holed, and the United Kingdom looks to me like an emerging market at the moment. There's so much chaos because of the number of people that have resigned from the cabinet overnight, but also junior ministers as well. So I think if you were a racing person, you'd probably have to say it's going to be very difficult for her to win a parliamentary vote to approve the deal at this stage.
How does the deal that she has struck sit with you?
Well, I think it's probably the best of a bad deal, really. She had to obviously take into account this issue of a border in Ireland, that there would be no border as such, and free trade. And I think our own foreign ministry in Ireland, led by Simon Coveney, our minister, did a terrific job in making sure to keep that central stage, because this all goes back to the peace agreement, the Good Friday agreement. So there's a lot of things hanging out of this. It's not just trade, but it's also political as well.
How do you think Dublin would fare under this situation? Earlier you said you don't think it would lure as many financial professionals as previously thought.
Well, I think we've had our fair share. I think we have enough at the moment, enough major banks coming out of London, investment banks and investment houses coming to Dublin, because we can't absorb it from a housing point of view, but also our central bank is not equipped to regulate the scale of the balance sheets that potentially were coming to Ireland. So I think we have enough investment now, and let some of the other countries like, cities like Amsterdam and Frankfurt and Paris take them.
I want to talk about APEC and PNG and your business here, but quickly on Brexit, if you were a betting man, is it the deal as it stands, hard crash, or second referendum?
I think that they will lose a vote. She will lose a vote in the Parliament, and potentially there could be a general election. And then after that, we're into no man's land.
All bets are off as far as whether there would be a second referendum, whether Jeremy Corbyn would come in, or what?
Well, Corbyn has played a very clever game politically, because he only half-hearted the Remain campaign and he left it to everybody else. So, he is a half-hearted pro-European.
Yeah. Let's talk about APEC and PNG and your mobile empire that you have built also here. You're pushing, I should say, to the bond holders the share or the bond swap.
Yeah.
And you've delayed it twice. Now you have another deadline of November 30th.
Yeah.
How are those discussions going?
Well, look, we are looking for what's known as an amend and extend. So we're just taking our 2020 bonds and ask them to extend by 2 years. Our 2022s, another 2 years in tenure, same interest rate, and probably a little bit more security as well. So from our point of view, these negotiations, we knew when we started this, the beginning of September, we knew this is going to take a long time, because you have so many different views of people, and we're trying to find a consensus that we're happy with and our bondholders are happy for. It's very consultative, and the conversations are going well. It's just bringing everybody with you as such is what it's all about.
Do you think there was a lot of bad luck involved with the downturn in emerging market, the strengths of the dollar that you're highly leveraged?
Yeah, there's certain factors in that. I think what people forget is we've spent $2.3 billion on CapEx in the last 4 years. Diversifying away from mobile, building fiber optic networks, building fiber to the home, and building up entertainment assets as well. So all of that is really good for the future. We're now monetizing it. We're seeing growth come into those new product lines. Business Solutions Enterprise is growing, at 20% for us. So we're really happy with where they're coming, and we feel that we can now increase the profitability of the business and go back to where it was.
Now, if you can't find some wiggle room with bondholders in these negotiations, are asset sales a possibility? And where?
Well, we wouldn't contemplate that, because we have a very homogenic network. So we have 6 countries here in the Pacific. We have our Caribbean business, which is a very big network, and we have our Central American assets as well. But I wouldn't rule it out, maybe small sales. We monetized towers that we owned in Myanmar.
Yeah.
We monetized a financial business as well. So look, we're very flexible.
How about PNG? You have 97 or 98% of the market. You do have a monopoly here. You call it a fantastic place to do business. How so?
Yeah, well, first of all, you have great leadership in Prime Minister O'Neill. It's a very foreign direct investor friendly country. I think the opportunities here for a whole array of businesses from all over the world are huge. This morning we have an announcement from Total in a follow-on investment. Exxon are here as well. They put in 15 to 19 billion. It depends
big
who you
LNG.
believe. Huge in the exploration sector. This country has every conceivable resource. It's got gold, nickel, cobalt, everything. And I think for foreign direct investors, it's a very safe environment to invest in because the government is pro-business, pro-enterprise and has friendly policies.
Well,